The Zimbabwe Energy Regulation Authority denies plans to tax US $100 for every household using solar panels. Just imagine nyaya yatinoona inoitika munyika medu. Kana vanhu vachitaura kuti munyika medu muZimbabwe ndo makagara Satani. Kana tichitsanangura uchiti Satani akatandavara munyika yeZimbabwe, ndo zvatinotiza kutaura. Zvinhu zvakaita saizvozvo. Nxasihlala sithi thina uSatani uhlala eZimbabwe. Iqiniso manje uhlala eZimbabwe uSatani. Ngoba I don't know why we should ever have people like this. We are now seeing the ZERA beginning to deny kuti vanga vane maplans ekuda kucharger. Just imagine US $100 for any household in a solar panels. What do these people think they are? Inini vanhu veZANU-PF handizivi kuti akavataurira kuti ivo ndivo mwari ndiani. You still remember we had issues again with the issue yemaboreholes, that they wanted to start charging people vane maboreholes mudzimba dzavo kuti vapay tax for boreholes. Just imagine. I've never seen a country that does that. It doesn't, in what should actually be happening munyika ndezvekuti nyika ikaona vanhu vakuzviitira zvinhu zvavo inofanirwa kuti va thankful. A government inofanirwa kuti va thankful kana ikaona vanhu vakuzviitira zvinhu zvavo, because vanenge vachilesena burden. Imagine if many households would have maboreholes muHarare. It means kuti government haisisina demand yakakurisa yemvura inodiwa kuti ipinde mumahouses. Handiti kana vanhu vakashandisa masolar panels vanoreduce the consumption on the national grid. It's a government iri kustruggle already to provide water. It's a government iri kutadza futi kuprovide electricity. And then people come up with their own ways and means of providing these things. Pane kuti muva encourage makuda kuti vapanicha, right? Moda uvapanichire. Why befuna kupanicha abantu mavesiti vona sebedingela indlela zavo abangazincedisa ngazo ukuthi babe lamagetsi babe lamanzi, but still i-government kulokuthi ibonge abantu ukuthi at least liyasinceda, i-demand from us iyabe isingcono ngoba people are now having their own water and their own source of electricity or power in their homes. So it should actually be an encouragement. Deyanga irimwe government yakangwara inotoziva kuti isusu tine dambudziko kuprovidera vanhu mvura nekuprovidera vanhu magetsi. Ingadai itoita come up with schemes ekuti vanokwanisa kubhadhara zvikwereti ngavapiwe zvikwereti negovernment, vaise masolar panels padzimba dzavo, vadrille maboreholes, vanenge vachikwanisa havo kuzosevhisa macredits. Government yoisa credit facility, right? Inogona kunge iri even at 0% interest, just to encourage my citizens kuti aiwa tiri kuda kuti mulesene the burden yegovernment. And imagine kana 90% of households in Harare, in Bulawayo, in Gweru, Masvingo, in Mutare vakava nemasolar panels and maboreholes mudzimba dzavo. Tell me how that alleviates the problem and how that lessens the burden or the demand iri kuiswa pagovernment. But hatina hurumende yakadaro, munoziva. Hatina ma-leaders anofunga saizvozvo. Singavale 3/4 yama-households in the main cities vela solar panels namaboreholes. Anjo i-burden from government yabe siyehlile kakhulu. So why not encourage such a thing? Why not encourage people? A proper government must be looking at its situation and say, okay, our situation here in terms of electricity supply, the water supply has been very bad for a very long time. And the people have been getting sick. Zimbabwe has been having diseases that are shocking to the world that they still exist. Where a country is hit by typhoid, where a country is hit by these waterborne diseases, things that are not common in other countries. The whole of Zimbabwe, cholera, typhoid. Just imagine. It's unheard of. And instead of them encouraging that, okay, let's have homesteads being in a position to provide water for themselves through their home boreholes. So let's encourage more people to do that. But instead they turn around and want to attack. Mukaona vakuramba kudai so vari kutoona kuti paita public outcry. And it's not surprising that one day munozona vakudzoka futi. Takuvaziva vane ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF is an open book. Havati netsi tinovaziva. Ukaona Nick Mangwana vakuuya kuzodefenda, vari kuziva zvavari kuita. Nick Mangwana is saying the Zimbabwe Energy Regulation Authority ZERA wishes to address a malicious article circulating on social media, falsely claiming that the authority will impose a tax on solar energy users. The report is entirely false, devoid of any truth, and should be dismissed with the contempt it deserves. The government, through the recently launched National Energy Compact, aims to ensure universal access to energy by 2030. Imagine kudangopusha kuna 2030 kubva 1980 makamuchingopusha zvinhu ezvo makupushira 2030 munema kuti 2040 what zvakaoma hazvo. It has already put in place mechanisms to ensure that there is increased rollout of all energy forms, including solar, to ensure that no one and no place is left behind. To support this goal, the following incentives have been put in place: duty-free importation of solar equipment, training for solar installments to boost the industry and enable adherence to save it. You remember last time vachibuda announced kuti reduce the registration of beer licenses and so on to from $320 I think to $20. It's a lie. The people vari kuenda right now kuda kunoregister vari kungowana mari iyo ichingova the same kuma offices, and kuma offices vanokuudzwa kuti asi hatina kuudzwa kuti reduce, but it was already announced nana Mutuli, but physically on the ground hakuna chaitwa. Saka all these things zvamuri kuona zvizvi zvavari kutaurwa naNick, ukazoenda paborder uinazvo unotaura kuti ungava naNick Mangwana vakataura naNick Mangwana vechi tizvizivi zvauri kutaura, but rajut ndio. Saka this is how these people have been surviving nepropaganda. So anyway, this is a big challenge that we continue to face. Saka this is the letter that they've written, ZERA has written in denying that issue. But we know that there's no smoke without fire. One day, the same people to introduce all these things. And one of the things you know, out to Zimbabwean people, tibatane tichiresista. Indakaona unity yakaitwa panyaya yematindi. Pamatindi paya vanhu vakaita noise paya. Zvikapedzera zvamiswa. So at times tinozviregerera, we end up allowing these people to oppress us. Nekuti hatikwanisi kubatana toita one voice to resist the devil so that he may flee from us. But anyway, let's watch the space tichona. It's not surprising that one day these $100 mchanzwa yako announced. Yamborambwa nasi kuti ndenema mchanzwa mangwana. Lizabona futi napambilini, so isibuya $100 yona le abayalayo today. So we are used to them. We know who these people are. Very just corrupt cabal who are just there to milk from Zimbabwe. As well as ICN, it's a God-given energy. And you don't have to tax that. No, it takes on what grounds? It's not yours. It's not yours. What do you contribute to Zimbabwe? We are putting this effort. It's always thinking about taxing people and taxing people and taxing people. But the country remains poor. Those no needs. The most taxing countries are the poorest. Those no shamisa zvachona izvozvo. Anyway, let's keep praying kuti zvigananda zvichisvika pazunguva yazvo yekupererwa nekupera kuti Zimbabwe isununguke. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Atisangane pashow inotera. Bless you.